I'd like to share with you how to build a mom's box. Many moms have expressed to me that having individual work boxes for their children just may not be feasible just due to maybe having many children that they're working with. And so they want to keep all of their important papers, grades, things like that, all in one location, and they want it on their desk. And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some simple ways that you can create a mom's box that works for you and your family. The tools you'll need to create a mom's work box are hanging file folders, yes, the decorative folders that go inside of it, and really just a box to hold them in. And then you will also need a 3-ring binder per student. Well, let's get started. The first thing that you'll do is take your hanging file folder and label one hanging file folder per child. So in this case, I have all 4 of my kids here as a demonstration. I have a folder for each one of them, a hanging file folder for each one of them. So I have Jessica, Jordan, Joshua, and Anna. Then inside that hanging file folder, I have the decorative folders that have on them exactly what I expect to be put inside of these folders. The very first tab that we have is Ready to Grade. The Ready to Grade is where you would expect your child to place their work once they've completed it. This way, papers are not laying around, being stuck in books or lost. You know exactly where they are, and when you're ready to sit down and look at them and go through it with your child, they're right there in their Ready to Grade file. The next file that we have is Ready to File. Now, the Ready to File is very important. After your child has completed their work, after you have graded the work and gone through it with them to make sure that they understand the concepts that you covered, then you are to place the work in the Ready to File. Now it becomes the student's responsibility to take that work out of the file at a time that you've assigned for them to do that and place it in their 3-ring binder. And that's where the 3-ring binder comes in. If you can get a large 3-ring binder for each one of your kiddos, label it their school year, their name, their school year, and their grade if you want to, and then inside of it have dividers for every subject that you're teaching. When they take that work out of their file folder, then they're able to put it underneath the proper divider tab in their notebook. Now, instead of having loose papers laying everywhere, you have it in an orderly system. At the end of the school year, you're able to take your 3-ring binder and you're able to just store it instead of a bunch of loose papers. And believe me, it makes a huge difference in your organization and in the space that you have available for your schoolwork. Okay, the next file that we have in here is called Independent Work. Independent work is the things that you want your child to be able to work independently on. If the phone rings, if you're working with another child and have to work a little bit longer than you thought it was going to take, the other kids should know that they can start their independent work. A lot of times in the morning while I was cooking breakfast, I would tell the kids to go ahead and get started on it. It kind of helps put everybody in that frame of mind, and they know that school is going to take place today. And so it's just a good thing to have. On Sunday night when I would sit down, I would put things in it like puzzles, word searches. If they did have some assignments or some activity sheets that they could work on independently, I would put them in there as well. And it just gives you a fallback to where when the unexpected happens, and it will happen, you have a place to send the kiddos to keep their focus going on school. And then the last folder that we have in here is the chore folder. This is completely optional. This is whatever works. The whole system, you can tailor it to you and to your needs and your family's needs. But with the chore folder, what I would do is I would keep those chores in there that the kids were supposed to do above and beyond just their regular responsibilities. You know, just being a part of a family, there were things that I expected of them. But there's those special things that become part of their responsibilities that also help the family, but also allow them to make an allowance and to become responsible with their money. And so those are the things that we would keep on a list inside of their chores folder. So those were the things that I used in the filing system. And for a mom to have all of it in one place It's very convenient, and this can sit on her desk kind of out of the way, not take up room, but help keep organization in her home.